It's the only thing I came here to do. So, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Today we have Buddha. Welcome. I should start. I gotta get good on like the intro and the outro. To me, life it just keeps flowing. You know, I gotta write this down because I'm too novel type of person, right? Us Libras. What did that thing say? We write Libras. We write Libras. Libras write novels. Like we can, what was that? That was a meme. We can BS an essay in like 5 minutes, but we can't pass the test or we can't do math. It was a math thing, yeah. So like, we gotta figure it all out. It's just like, but no, I like math too. So I don't know. I'm just, all kinds of stuff. What do I get? You got all kinds of different hairs, colors. I'm a mutt. What do they call them? Mutts. We're a mutt. A mixture. What's the saying? One day we're all going to be brown because that's the dominant gene. So if we all keep intermixing, we're all just going to be one color one day. Like I can't wait for that to happen, man. Come on, we need to get there already. But all right, and I love the diversity. I love that's the spice of life, being different. Like like me and this pale complexion. I can't do nothing about it if there's no sun. And I'm not going into a tanning bed. I'm not doing spray tans. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that shit. But, if I wasn't so pale, what would you guys have to laugh at? I mean, right? This is so much of the point of today's message was Buddha. So we're going to do a basic meditation. Really just need to start bringing this stuff out and healing the world. So, but of course there's, caveats involved and none of this is health advice or anything, but the breath is extremely important. Being in the present moment. Thank you, Buddha. Being in the present moment with Buddha here today. Welcome, Sunday Spiritual Session. I'm Michael Rolla. I'm an alchemist of ascension, if you will. The alchemy of ascension is my body of work. It's all in development, but everything I'm doing here is a piece of that. So, ascension alchemist, I think I'm gonna go with that. It still sounds weird. Like I don't want a label. I don't want to be called anything. Like I think it's so much more cool when you just look at somebody and you just smile, like you know each other, or you don't have to say anything. That's what we're coming online to, guys. Like that's gonna be our senses, our psychic senses, in these things, which everybody's gonna be experiencing one way or another and interpreting one way or another. Yes, thank you. So let's see what Buddha has to say today. In addition, right, being in the present moment with the breath. Do you want to get into it? Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so relax yourselves. Take a deep breath. Feel the body. Hold at the top. Pause. Pause for still point. And then exhale. Pause again. Push it all out. All of your breath. All the air in your body. Hold it. No air. Breathe in if you have to. What did you notice about your body? About your breath? Oftentimes, what I run into, I know I go like this. That's what I'm getting. That's how I let you guys know. What I notice often is when you exhale, when people exhale and then we go to breathe in again, there's usually a sharp, like it's like a jump it has to make. It's like a gap almost that it has to just, what's the word? Like a barrier, like you got your guard up and it has to knock the guard down. So I noticed that with a lot of people. They say, right, whatever, that a lot of the reason why we experience shortness of breath, fatigue, things like this, or, part of the reason, not a lot of, however much of the reason, is because we're not fully exhaling. Basically, it's our diaphragm and everything, right? So understanding that the body is trainable, right? We are animals, well, mammals, we want to get technical. We're animals, okay? We're trainable. We can train ourselves how to respond, how to act, and how to do this and how to do that, right? It's like this is what the whole point of this whole transmuting and coming into higher light and higher vibrations and changing your life means. It means changing the way you think. Like really, not just like adding a new idea that supports what you already think. You know what I mean? Like changing it. That's wild. To break down your brain, literally, like whatever you have going on in your brain, like synapses that you've created your whole life, experiences you've had, emotions you've tied yourself to, those stems in your brains, the connections that are all going off and firing, right? And then this is why something happens and you get triggered in that way, because it's already in your head, it's already in your body. And you say, well, that's how I feel. No, that's how you trained yourself to feel. A lot of people don't understand this, that it's just how I feel. No, it's the emotion that you're carrying. There's a difference. There's a difference. It's related, yeah. The emotion you feel is how you feel, but that's not the totality of everything of how you feel. That's not what. That's what you've trained. Right. And so the purpose of the still point, the purpose of the present moment and meditating in the present moment, okay, is to change just that. This is where it starts from. In order to change the mind into something new, you have to make sure that you acknowledge where the mind is and what it is. Otherwise, you disconnect and you leave it alone, right? And you're saying, no, I don't like you, okay? Don't dislike any part of yourself that, even if it, like, if you have a negativity thing in you or something, it needs love. It doesn't need more hatred, that, like, you're being negative or you're, what is happening with my necklace? Like, check it out. What am I got today? I got my 3. What is it? I'm going to show you guys. Tourmaline, watermelon, tourmaline on this side. It's green. There's no light. I got my black tourmaline and then my moldavite. This is my communication device. That's how I like to think of it. Because moldavite connects you to, your source, whatever planet you came from, if you will, off-planet energies. And tourmaline is good for communication and protection, and water tourmaline is really good for communication. So cool, guys. All right. See, my videos are just really sporadic, I guess. I'm sorry. So we were meditating. We were. Hopefully, you guys are still breathing. This is why I need to get on and practice and do this stuff more in public. It's like I can one-on-one. If you can't fall asleep, I'll put you to sleep. And no, not like that or anything. I'll do a meditation. I can help. But this is such a different thing. Like talking to, and like meditation. I don't have people's faces to see or, or sensing how people, like I can't do any of this stuff doing it this way. So it's so weird. I'm going to have to get good at this. So bear with me as I practice. Like I say, beginning and end. So I'm not good at the whole. Right. Okay, so let's do the meditation. Okay. I know. Just Buddha right now, okay? Here we go. So inhaling and exhaling. Relaxing the body on your exhales. And then charging the body on the inhales. Filling the body. Sucking in from outside. Now exhaling. Push it all the way out and hold it as long as you can, comfortably. Try and inhale gently. Pause at the top. It's a lot easier because we're used to practicing holding our breath and stuff, right? As kids, whatever's. What is right here? Keep breathing. Pausing. Doing what you can. Inhaling, taking normal breaths as you need to. Don't ever limit or restrict yourself. You're training your body, okay? Just as when you exhale and you push it all the way out and you pause, your body is going to go into a state of fear and panic if it doesn't think it's going to get the oxygen. But you, as the controller of your body, know that you are going to take care of it. You're going to provide it with what it needs. This is how you can train with just the breath to overcome your fears and overcome resistance in your body, just with your breath. So inhale again. Focus on the moment. Exhale. Let your whole body relax. Let it sink down into the earth. Hold. Pause with Mama Gaia. Then bring up her energy. When you inhale, come back up the spine, the back. Roll around your head. Pause. Feel what's happening inside of your body. Now exhale down the front channel. Push it all the way out. Go into the earth. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Push it. Push it all the way out. Hold it. Relax your body inside. Breathe in. Keep breathing. Keep going. I'm going to add more information here. Right? They need to understand, we all need to understand the duality that's taking place with your inhale and your exhale. The place of birth of the inhale is at the end, right, of the exhale. The birth of the exhale is at the top of the inhale. It's a constant flow. Excuse me. That is always going on inside of your bodies, like spirals. Everything is spiraling around you energetically, inside of you, outside of you, all around you. So breathe. Come up the spine on your inhale. This is the microcosmic orbit. And come down the front. There you are. Excuse me. See? And I can do some breath work. All right? Just breathing. Take yourself into your breath. Feel yourself as your breath. Feel yourself moving with your breath, as your breath. Feel yourself traveling the landscape of your body with interest. Why am I at this part in my body? Why can I not be here? Where is there resistance and where is there flow? And where there is flow, resistance can be taught. Right? So when you have flow and then you have a blockage, you breathe into that blockage, the flow. So when you're inhaling, come up. Do you feel every vertebrae as you're coming up? Okay, come down. Where, as this energy sinks inside of you, where does it stop? Use your hands to push it down. More. Get to the bottom of your belly. Does it skip? Does it feel like it skips? Like it jumps? Okay, that means your chakra's spinning too wild, so the energy pouring into it, it's getting flung all over the place, and then it might not feel right. Could be anything. Could be deficient, could be overabundant in the chakra, so it'll be different. So keep breathing. Present moment, the now, letting go of whatever it is that you have to do, after this live 30 minutes, 40 minutes from now, or even right after we're done meditating. This is such an important thing that is so very difficult for people in this day and age to do. Just be quiet for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, just nothing. I don't mean sitting there getting bored, checking your phone. I don't mean even sitting there going, anything, sitting in a place or standing or laying, whatever. But staying there in that place, okay, and breathing. This is what Tai Chi is, okay? This is what all the martial arts forms are. There are the subtle movement of Qi inside your body, which is your breath of life, right? One of those things that's kind of important, Sorry. I love when I think of things in certain ways. It cracks me up. Everybody wants to be healed. Nobody knows what their chi is. Okay, we'll keep trying. So funny. I love it. Joy, laughter. We gotta do more of that too in the world. There's too many people are getting too upset about everything. What is the saying? A negative person, they're a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? Grumpy grandpa who's bitter and gave up on life because life sucks and whatever. I don't know why I picked on grandpa, but I don't have, my grandpa's awesome. I don't know. But nobody wants that for themselves anyways, so yeah. Be positive in your life. Be forward moving. Be innovative. Be creative. Right? Your breath, is birthing life. New life into your cells, all the time. New is constantly being created within you. But it's our mentalities, that keep us in the back. It's like we're trying to uphold a system that we all know doesn't work. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just I'll never give up. I just can't. But I do step back from time to time. I think that's important. So what we mean is these modalities, this knowledge, these techniques, this technology, right? You think of tech, you think of computers and metal and whatever, wires and stuff, right? You don't think of the human body as technology. Why is the technology of the human body not the most important and studied technology in the world? We're all hooked on what a computer can do. You know, you could do way more, right? You know, human body, we could do way more, right? Way more stuff. But it's funny, like, because we have to learn all these things, you know. So, you know, when healing the body, when healing the mind, when healing, you know, you have to be patient and honest and loving and nurturing to yourself. You have to say, you know, this is, you know, I want to better this or that life, you know, or something, you know, I want to go there. I want to be doing this. I feel this, right? So go do it, right? Instead of, you know, oh, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, I need to do this, I need to do that. You know what I mean? Why? Why? What about how you really feel inside? What about not listening to, you know, the present moment will tell you what you need to do. Because you are powerful. You are a creator, co-creator being, okay? Powerful on this earth. You can create stuff. You can tell your body how to feel. It's the number one gripe Michael's had with the ladies in his relationships. No offense. You know, and I think that's really important though, because as women, you have emotions, like more, you know, than like guys. Like you're very connected in that way. But that doesn't mean that you can't control them. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, yeah, you guys have, you know, your monthly routines and, you know, that you can't really, you know, but again, like there's herbs you can take to make it easier to curb, you know, how you feel. You know, there's all kinds of stuff out there, you know, but until we take the responsibility of training our bodies and minds properly, you know what I mean, then we're always going to be feeling like we're some kind of victim to something else, you know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, oh, you know, like a woman cries, you know, or something, and then like, you know, oh, we feel bad. It's like, well, you know, what about when a guy cries? Oh, he's just a wuss, you know, like we need to go away from him, you know. Yeah, we don't get no help. I mean, we don't get no help. We're supposed to help ourselves because we're the guys. We're supposed to help ourselves and everyone else. We know. Trust us. We know. That's why I'm gonna just stay home. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just kidding. I guess that's too much. I ain't got all that for y'all, you guys. Shoot. That's so funny. You know, we live in a world where, you know, we gotta take care of ourselves and then we can, you know, take care of, you know, others and stuff like that. Otherwise you get into the, you know, that's the codependency and stuff, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to be sharing with someone. You want to be, you know, enjoying your life, right? Anyway, what does this have to do with the present moment? Everything. Because everything starts from the present moment. The present moment is the moment that you decide whatever it is you want to decide, right? When someone says something to you, do you automatically assume you know what it means because of everything else that you've heard in your life? Or do you stop, take a breath, think about it, right? And then see how it feels, see what they meant, see what, you know. And even if you thought about it and you saw it the wrong way, you didn't understand what to say, so what? Ask for clarification. Believe in each other. Understand a different point of view, you know, even if you can't, you know, like embody it yourself. Understand it, right? The present moment is the place of all things. All of you want stuff? The present moment's waiting for you. You know, it's got everything you could ever need. But that's the difference between needs and wants, right? When your wants are truly aligned with your body, mind, soul purpose, soul mission, you know, that's what's gonna maintain your manifestations, right? It's gonna get you the things that you want because you truly want them on a soul level, not on a human level. This is why this happens between people all the time, where like we're getting confused. We're not getting this, we're not getting that. We want this, we want that, you know, and it doesn't work out. You know, all I wanted to do was try to do this, and it's not working out. What's going on? You know, it's because your soul doesn't care about that stuff, you know, and your human probably does. That's what the distractions are. All of the millions and billions of distractions out here in the world that we can get ourselves into if we feel like it, you know. But coming back home, home is where the heart is. But home is where we all want to be. What if that home could be anywhere in the world or everywhere in the world, right? There's so many, right? The present moment, I know. I'll stick with the present moment. Okay. No, he's saying this. That's there's so many things out there. That's why we're getting right. So staying in the present moment, understanding that it's from this present moment, this 0 point energy. Stop where you don't have thoughts. If a thought comes, let it come, let it go. You don't have to own it. Not every thought, that's a bad example. Not every thought, needs, you had a thought, so let it go. Now I'm never going to think about it again. It's like, what's coming for this world is grace and ease. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because the world is so used to, and I've been saying this lately, that we're so used to just stuff. We're so used to figuring out how to do the stuff and this, and we're so, constantly trying to figure it all out that we don't stop and take a breath. We don't stop and listen, trying to figure out everything. Too much. We need to come back. So what's coming for the people, for the world, is a different way of life, and it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for those who, accept it and step into it and want it. But being in the present moment is where it all begins. Every day, right? Being in the present moment, knowing, what you have to do, how to feel, you know what I mean? Like these things, like even if you got to go to work or you got chores, errands, in the present moment, you are where you are. Be happy. Be happy. It's like I said in my last video, 5 years, look 5 years into the past, all the complaining, all the frustration, stress, whatever you had, and then you're still here. You do we need to have anyway. And yeah, sure, sometimes you do. You have to get it off your chest. Sometimes we really do need to have, a moment or, something like that. And that's okay, but really, everyone all over the world, we're all looking for like how to fix all this stuff and how to fix ourselves and how to fix each other, which is not your problem, by the way. Just fix yourself, And so the more of us that do that, well, then you are fixed, because I know you're fixing yourself. You're whatever fixing, what I'm saying? We have to come into these realizations. I just shared the post, Eleanor Roosevelt, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people, right? That's why we have reality TV. Everybody's talking about Kim Kardashians. For what? Right? I mean, like, for real, like, for what? I mean, yeah, like, if we just talking, I don't care. Like, yeah, yo, Kim, Kanye, yeah. I don't care. Like, we're just talking about people. But what is it? What does it even do? Right? What does it matter, honestly? And again, that's not to say people don't matter, right? That's what happens with Michael when he tries to explain things to people sometimes. But, really just got to stick to the point here. It's like, great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events, right? Small minds discuss people. So there's people, blah, 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 blah. High school, he said, she said, right? And again, small minds, again, it's just a saying, just don't, you're not, it doesn't mean you're small mind. I mean, whatever. But, and then medium, talks about events, because they're seeing a little bit bigger of the picture. They're seeing the pattern. So instead of saying, oh, in relationships with people, or, like, oh, so-and-so did this, and then they said that. Well, why did they say that if they said this? And then, well, he so-and-so sold so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And so those people are trying to figure out how life works and the patterns. What's really happening is you're figuring out the patterns of life and how it works and what's happening and how, You know what I'm saying? And how people say this and how people say that and why they do this and why they do that and figure that out and figure that out. And then all of a sudden everyone's a liar and a cheater and or something. You know, it's like, okay, so what do you want to figure out? Because we're people. You can't, you know what I mean? We're not just going to do the same thing all the time. Not all the time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can get programmed and, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things, you know, like if you deprive me of water for a really long time, it's probably okay to, you're probably safe to say the next water I find, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to drink all of it. But, you know, there's that. And then there's ideas or events. And events are like the bigger, you know, picture and what's happening there. People are trying to figure out the events in the order, in the chronological order of it all, and why it happened and how it happened, right? They're looking at a sort of bigger than just human, you know, so-and-so, this, right? You know, some people incarnate, you know, and they're here to do the human and learn the human and figure all that out. You know, other people, they're not. We already get it. People are people. We're gonna be people. We're all different kinds of people. We have good days. We have bad days, or whatever. You know, again, all this words, but you know, people. And so for me, I mean, like I'm over it. You know, like, so I always talk about getting over yourself. You know, and it's a big one because you know, there's getting over yourself, but then there's also getting over yourself so you can get to yourself. So there's like, you know. So that's that ego. You really got to just make sure that your ego is your friend and not holding you down, you know, not giving you a big head or a little head, you know, or a, you know, whatever. And these are skills, you know what I mean? This can get complicated. This can get, you know, for people who are understanding this stuff in the beginning, you know, but we really have to do what we can to, you know, give the love and the knowledge and help everybody to understand what's going on, you know. So, and really, that's holding the light, holding the knowledge, knowing it, being a, you know, a keeper of the light or a whatever, steward, grid keeper, light worker, you know, they're all just words. Again, it's like I always say, you know, the energy comes first, right? Like Archangel Michael, okay, like it's the energy first. It's the energy of all these things. What else? There's something else that wants to be said. He's saying the energy that you channel is directly influenced and affected by your ability to believe in it, right? To allow, to believe, right? Everything that everyone wants in the world can be theirs, but they aren't understanding how to get there. If you don't have it and you're still trying ways and they aren't working, right? He's trying to say you have to reprogram this so that it will work in the right way. It's the idea of belly's growling. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't have one. Give me an example. Well, he's saying I'd said it. Yeah, I know. And that's the issue that we have on your planet is everyone wants to know, but no one wants to do the work. Right. And it's the work that's the lifestyle. That's the journey. It's the work that makes you feel better. It's, you know, it's like working out and you're sore and you got to push through it and you're just like, I can't do more. And then once it's done and you relax next day, you feel great. It's worth it, right? Let's talk about time. Time, okay, present moment is where all timelines exist and collapse, you know, onto each other. Now, when you're all learning, you know, you're not going to have all your senses blown wide open, you know, if you're meditating, right? So this is why a lot of times when you meditate, if you're not getting anything, you know, people can get frustrated. You know, it's okay. You're still getting something, but you're just getting used to noticing what it is that you're getting, you know. And everything. It's energy. So you have to understand, these beings, energy is energy. It's not even non-physical. It is physical. We can't always see it. I mean, air right now, right? We can't see the air, but we know there's oxygen molecules floating around. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to breathe. Literally, right now, this is going on with all of us. We can't see it. But do you trust that you can take a breath? Sure. Right. So why is it that certain things we just ignore, certain things we know are super important, and certain things, here, there, because we're getting stuck in the, not in the, or, in the, what is it? Right. The ideas. No, that's what he said. We're getting stuck in the ideas. Not to say that it's good or bad, but we're getting stuck in them. It's like and we didn't even say ideas. For me, I like to think I'm an idea person because it's how I've always spoke. It's why I offend people if I do. But it's like I wanna, we need to talk about these things as ideas. If every single time somebody said something that was an idea and somebody didn't like it, and then you just got in trouble for hurting someone's feelings, well, we're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to this, tough world that we lived in? I thought we were, this is so different than I grew up in. I thought we were Americans and tough, Wild West and, and frontier and, and blah, 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 and struggling and hustling and making it. And we're all these tough people, but we can't talk about things without somebody having a complete mental breakdown. It's like I can talk about religion forever, not gonna get offended. I'm just not gonna get offended if you believe in it, if you don't believe in it, if you think it is, if you don't think it is, what your opinions are, because I'm not gonna get offended because it's your opinion. It doesn't matter. I can't do anything about it. I'm not gonna sit here and be offended. I think religion's itself is offensive. That's my problem in the first place with religions. But again, am I gonna lose sleep? Am I gonna hate you? Am I gonna we're stuck in ideas, and a lot of people might not have great minds. Maybe that's what it is, and we can't get out of them. We get an idea and then that's it. It's like I shared something about Mr. T. And how all the demos want to, do everything to get him out of there. And he was only there for, 4 years. And the meme was just saying how, all these other guys, they've been in the government for 50 years, 40, 30 years, but, 3-4 years on that guy, I know it's all his fault, you know what I'm saying? And again, it doesn't matter who was in there, but it's always the other side yelling at the other side. It doesn't matter, right? So, we're stuck in the game. We're stuck in the idea that, this stuff is important. That's a good question for me too. I don't even understand that as a concept, we need what? For what? Why? Don't we already have people? I'm going to protect my shit. No matter what. I hope you protect yours. And then if you want to protect yours and I want to protect mine, and we're going, okay, we'll protect each other's. Okay, cool, let's go. It's like, I don't really need all this other... Anyways, this is going off the rails. I know. That's okay. I'm sporadic. That's how I like to be. Spontaneous. You can't handle spontaneous. People want, I'm spontaneous. No, you don't. I'm just kidding. I'm too spontaneous. No, I'm just kidding. Again, it's like, even what I'm saying right now, on a higher level, I don't even care. It's like, on the highest level, all I want to do is love everybody, joke around, talk about things, use the human language, to talk about what we need to talk about. And we need to pull ourselves out of it. We need to start sharing more. We need to start talking more, right? We need to start being present in the moment with what's happening and listening and figuring out why it's happening and what is there for you to learn about it and why, and all of these things. The present moment will unlock the universe for you guys. Just breathe in the present moment. Be in the present moment. If you're at work and you're in the present moment and it doesn't feel good because you don't want to be at work, well, that's not in the present moment, because that means you have half of yourself or more that's not at work, right? And you're just like bare minimuming it or something, like for your energetically, so it's really, no, listen, so it's having the resolve, and I talk about the samurai stuff, knowing you have to work for this allotted amount of time or whatever, you're not going to be home till then just work. Just be present with where you're at and even if you're not doing anything, if you're working in a cubicle or you're working in the office or something, and you don't have any calls to make and you're all caught up, breathe. Sit there and just do on the computer and just breathe. Like these things that we can be doing, I know, all the time. That's why we say it's a way of life, right? You want a way of life, your meditation and your healing. You want it to be your way of life. So we're going to tell you right now, the number one person who knows how to heal your body more than anyone else is you. But you're not allowing yourself to do any of it because we're listening to the health systems, we're listening to everybody else tell you about what's wrong with your body. And all that says is that you don't know. We don't know about our own bodies, right? So we live in a world, right? Let's say, or a society in America, right? Primarily, where we don't have the time to take care of to learn our bodies enough, more so than a doctor who goes to school, because we're too busy, right? So we live in a world where we'd rather have someone else do it all for us, right? And then we think that it's all going to turn out great. I mean, and listen, it's not like people can't heal, it's not like there's not real healers out there, it's not like there's not, medicines and stuff like that. I'm not knocking the whole thing, okay, but I'm talking about an idea, right? The ideas that we have, that we live in the society, that we, what does it all mean? How is it supposed to work? Ideas, getting over yourself and past your own ideas, because in the present moment, you're not wanting. Like nothing to say right now. Can you hear the silence? That's because Buddha's here. I hope Buddha's there with you guys too right now. He is. Don't forget to breathe. I guess we're done. We're done. We're gonna end for today. All right, guys. We love you. Don't forget to breathe. He's saying you want to breathe, you want to feel, and you want to know. That is how you know how you feel. Some of you sometimes say, I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I got so much I don't know. Stop. And breathe. If you don't know how you feel, that's just up here. You always know how you feel. Your body is feeling it right now. Right? It's this that you gotta fix. Right? That's what we're in, guys. Psychological. Right? The world. That's what's happening. It's what we've been in. It's not a war. It's not a war of like physically punching and kicking and shooting and beating people up. It's right here. It's the war for your mind that they want, that people want. Even if it's not they, it's just somebody else. Somebody's selling you something, they want your attention. People, they want your mind. Because as a creator being, your mind creates. Right? The body doesn't create on itself. I mean, the body creates its own cells within itself. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? It's so it is, you know. But like the creations of the universe. I mean, the mind, thought. That's where it all comes from. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. So feel, learn yourself. Buddha, body work. All you gotta do is breathe. It's like Tai Chi or Qi Kung, where the movement, breath, 1,000,000% important, guys. Breath in all of your movements, right? Don't, you know, if you're doing push-ups or something, you're doing sit-ups, or well, sit-ups are probably easier because you breathe naturally. But if you're doing push-ups, you know, like, are you doing like 2, 3, 4, 5 in like one whole breath? Or are you going too fast? Are you going too slow? You can change the way you do them. If you want to charge the body, do fast. If you want to substance, you want to give the substance to your body, the internal, you go slow. The small muscles, right? The inside, you go slow, right? And are you exhaling and then inhaling, right? Everything. It's a way of life. Your body, your mind, your soul are energy. And it needs to flow. It has a flow. It always does flow because energy can never be destroyed or whatever, right? So even if it doesn't seem like it's flowing, it's like a rock. It's still flowing in there. It's just really slow per your speed of perception, right? We really have to open our minds, guys. Awakening consciousness. Mine or yours? I love that name. That's why I stuck on that one. You know. All right, guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna go. Got a bunch of work to do anyways today. And let me check comments. Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody's here. No comments. So that's okay. I love you guys. Hopefully this helped. You guys be in the present moment with Buddha. Just remember how important it is that you can change everything in your life just from meditating or breathing. Yeah, and meditating. By calming down, by letting it go. Right? We all know this. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Much love, much light.